Before we continue, I'd like to give a shout out, to raise my glass, to give a standing ovation to all the pets out there, to all the cats and dogs out there, to the tabbies, to the golden retrievers. Y'all are some good boys. To those weird dogs with bad attitudes that like to bark at me whenever I walk past them. I see you big time. To all the cats on the street that let me come up to them and scratch their heads. You are very good. You're wonderful, actually. To all the kitties out there, the orange cats running all around. I owe you a car.
Imagine Alice Cooper with about 1/100th the money.
If the Cramps had been a heavy metal band.
Crazy as H, blood-splattered, ear-splitting hilarity.
The Wizard of Oz meets splatter horror films.
The gag is, you're in the splash zone.
You're covered with goo and blood, and if you're not completely soaked, you didn't have a haunted garage show.
It's like going to a horror movie, except it's actually happening.
It's basically walking into the most brutal, gory film right in front of your face.
It was probably the best part of my life.
I think of him as a guy with commitment to his art.
That's Dookie. I mean, he wants to take it as far as he can take it.
You gotta see this band.
Wait a minute, you're gonna get this.
Oh, thank you. Why do I always end up in the corner first? It always happens this way. It's me. Hello, it's me, Kevin Vonesper. Man, I had another promo I was gonna play. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. You have found, if you're watching this, you have found the VonPod. We're back, baby. We took like about a month off. You know, I got to do some things, but don't worry, I got some stuff cooking. And tonight, it's just going to be one of those monster episodes. Literally, we're going to talk about some monsters with my old college buddy, Ben Furgal, who has one of the most fascinating bands or art projects or whatever you want to call it. We'll see what he wants to call it. They were called the Nuclear Power Pants, which I believe was a gaffe by the president at the time. Is that correct? Right? Yeah. But first, I want to, I don't know if I should read this whole thing, but, you know, at one point in my college career, I fancied myself a writer, and I wrote some music articles for our student-run newspaper, The Independent, and I wrote one about the guest that I am going to have on tonight, and this is from October 2005, so this is 20 years ago next month. And I crossed out my name, part of my name, because, you know, that's my real name in there. But look at this, the Power Pants to Play final show. Oh, it's backwards to you. But you can see them right there in black and white. And let me see if I can read some of this article for you. So to set the stage of what we're going to talk about, and also to just blast us straight into the past here. The nuclear power pants are anti-cylinder. The nuclear power pants are pro-triangular. The nuclear power pants are blacklight sensitive. The nuclear power pants, this part's in bold, are playing their last show ever on Friday, October 28th at Fall Fest. The nuclear power pants and I want you to be in attendance. This is a performance that you will remember for a lifetime if you show up. This is a performance you will regret for a lifetime if you do not. Here are the facts, plain and simple. The Nuclear Power Pants are a theatrical noise rock band based at Purchase. That was our college. What you will see here is 4 triangular neon green heads with instruments led by, I was like, is there only 4 of them? I think, you know, there was more of them later on, I think. But at the time, there was 4 of them. With instruments led by a mammoth Siamese twin lead singer who is only known as Total Man. The heads of Total Man sing and talk in unison, one voice with an angelic squeak and the other a deep bellowed growl of a demon. Ingenious lyrics such as, "There's laughing gas in the bubble bath. All the doctors are wearing masks." And my personal favorite, "Is it going to be at my house or is it going to be at your house? Are we going to party?" Overlay a pounding bass and drum rhythm section while a distorted guitar feedbacks and a keytar blips and bleeps more than your favorite episode of Super Mario Brothers. To say the least, it is nothing like anything you have ever seen or heard before, and after Friday, never again. That was a lie, but good marketing, guys. Power Pants expert Benjamin Furgal guided me in an interview last week as to how one can successfully survive the epic final performance of Nuclear Power Pants. First and foremost, wear day glow colors, right? The room will glow of blacklight awesomeness, and you would not want to miss the opportunity to glow like a power pant. This is hard. This is alliteration, you guys. Right? Be prepared to dance or twitch if you get anywhere near the stage. The nuclear glow and sonic exuberance will pull you into a trance-like state. This is not necessarily a bad thing. By this point, you may be asking yourself what and how the power pants came to be. Truth be told, this is a question that may never have an answer. Although I'm going to ask that as well tonight, 20 years later. I'm going to see if we can finally get an answer. Some may believe them to be intergalactic aliens who have visited Earth for 2 years to plant the seed of more of their kind before jumping ship to do the same somewhere else. Others may believe they are a result of a thermo-bio-nuclear government experiment gone wrong. I, on the other hand, have a different theory. Born as a horrifying art school noise rock band to play purchase students, Ben Furgal. Oh, it's continued on another page. Rob Dowler, Alan Mozak, and brothers Bob and Ben O'Brien, the nuclear power pants set to freak out the parents in October of 2003 during the campus parents weekend. Almost 2 years later to the date, the power pants announced their last show ever. And then it keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on. Well, whatever. We're going to talk to the guy tonight and go through some show and tell, and it's going to be a fun time. So are you guys ready? Are we going to party here on the VonPod tonight? VonPod. Welcome to VonPod. I've got chicken heads and deli creeps, scary monsters and super creeps on VonPod. You're listening to VonPod. With aliens and scum dogs, I hope you're here to chat along to VonPod. Welcome to VonPod. You're listening to VonPod. You're watching VonPod. VonPod. Hello. That was one of my longer intros, but I think it was warranted because of that historical document that I found. What do you think?
I don't have a copy of that. I don't.
Oh, I gotta do some photocopying for you.
The independents I have were in a different section. I found a bunch of purchase dispatches, which were the newsprint ones.
Oh, I think I have some of those too, but
I've got some of those.
You weren't in those, right?
I don't think as much as that, but it's surprising that like that press quote is the same of like, we did it to freak out the parents.
Well, I mean, I guess that came from you. Like,
it was
so
true.
What is the true story of the nuclear power pants? And we gotta get a visual guide here because this is actually a picture I took. So that's the classic image, right? What is happening here? How did it happen? Just start telling me the story, and I got lots of questions and show and tell along the way.
It's pretty mysterious. I don't know if there's a straight like origin tale in universe. It was very like open-ended, and I like it where it's like mysterious and you're brought into this world with not much of a background, and you're just presented with these wonders before your eyes. Oh, that's a great photo.
Yeah.
That's like the
think you
full
sent it
room.
to
I have
me.
a cropped version of it.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I only have these 2 photos. There must be more from this session, right? Like, where was this?
I was
Somewhere
trying
in
to
the purchase?
find more. Another student at Purchase, Ray Roy,
Oh
took these
yeah.
photos.
He used to do the TV station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember him. So did you freak out the parents?
It was a lot of fun. I have this is one of my favorite mementos for the band. This is a signed letter from Thomas Schwartz, the president of Purchase.
Oh, wow.
Thanking me for my contribution that day.
What did you? Oh, that's great.
For creating nuclear power plants. I think did he get the humor and that was how he chose to respond to it? I don't know.
I mean, you have to have a sense of humor to be the president of such an absurd college, especially when we went there. Here's another.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you had anything to do with this, but it's definitely part of our history. Somewhere in here in my pile is where is it? Did you have anything to do? Okay, for the audience, we had every year an end of the year blowout 2-day, 3-day festival called Culture Shock. And one year it was renamed. Do you remember that? And
I do. Of course,
you and your friends have anything to do with that? Because I feel like you did.
As I am aware of that story, Alec, who was in charge of Culture Shock that year, planned this prank in advance, and he made every artist sign the contract for Culture Shock under the name VultureCock.
Yeah. So this is a flyer. I know my screen's reversed, but it says VultureCock, Culture Shock, you decide. This Tuesday and Wednesday, a special election will be held to name the annual spring festival, and we need your vote. The nominees are Culture Shock, VultureCock, Snake Asshole, Field of Gay Dreams, 2 Days of Fun. And guess which one won out that year? VultureCock. I think that was the only year that happened. That really pushed the envelope probably of what we could get away with there, but they let us do it.
Well, it was because all of the artists signed the contract that said VultureCock when the student government announced that it was now called VultureCock that year. The administration was not thrilled, but Alec was like, "It's too late. I can't renegotiate hundreds of contracts. This is it. What they signed. This is the event they have to play."
That's some messed up stuff.
So there was nothing they could do about it, and they had to go forward with it.
Hello, Alice. Why is everything so big on the screen? Like the format of this whole situation has changed since last time I streamed, so I got to figure out. The comments are so big. Hello, Katie. Welcome. Yeah, no, it's total show in all caps tonight. Okay, I have like a million questions still. Let's see. So I guess here's your classic album CD thing.
Do you know that glows in the dark as well?
Yes, I was wondering, first of all, if that still works. I don't know if I can shut off my light right now, but do you think it still works?
I believe so.
Yeah? How did you do this?
I mixed the screen inks together. Let's see.
Interesting.
Does it? We'd have to charge it.
Yeah, I can't reach my light right now. Yeah, I don't have a black light. I should have thought about that.
I have one, but it would take time. I'd have to we'll do like a break or something. It's right over there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, no rush on that.
Yeah, but it does glow in the dark.
Like, okay, let me come back to the nuclear power plants. I want to tell you, if you remember this. The first time we actually met was about a year before I went to Purchase. I was at another school for 2 years, and my friend and high school punk band singer Matt Siegel brought you to my house because I guess you were just on campus early and had nothing else to do, or
No,
something like
that
that.
was I went on a like a tour, but without a band, kind of. I
Okay,
was very
what was that?
excited to just meet so many new people at college. So I
Yeah.
like took a bunch of people's names and I was like, I'm gonna visit you over break.
Right.
And
Yeah, so you were staying with him,
I
right?
didn't realize that was like not a thing that people did. So like, and it was in an era before smartphones or
Right.
cell phones at all. So I just told, I got on the bus and went back to New York City and like went out to Long Island first and just like went through my notebook and was like, oh, okay, such and so lives here. Let me give him a call. And I took out my calling card at a payphone when I got off at the train station. Was like, hey, I'm here. You want to hang out? And I'd say the success rate was about 50%.
Yeah.
Where people would be like, you're actually here?
Yeah,
I
right.
can't hang out. I didn't think you were actually going to do this. But
that's creating
Matt
our
was
own
one of the
reality.
people who rolled into it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, let's hang."
Yeah, he was
So that was
adventurous
great.
like that.
I very distinctly remember that. That was a very
Yeah, so
powerful.
I guess he didn't
mini
know
tour
what
I
to
did.
do with you, so he just brought you to my house and we hung out for a little while.
I guess so.
And that was like a
I've
year
gotten
before.
a lot better at tour planning since then.
Right, of course. But that was an interesting. And then I remember the first thing I heard about you was like, "Oh, you gotta meet this guy Ben. He painted all the fire hydrants on campus, or something like
Yeah,
that." Is that true? Did you do that?
That was
And
also true. Yeah.
how did that come about? And is that even legal?
The first ones weren't. I just did it, but then it got a lot of attention. I didn't do it in the dark or anything. I was
Right. It
very
wasn't like malicious. It was just.
I was very loud about all of my
Yeah.
activities. That
Right.
it was me doing it in broad daylight. Everyone should know it's me.
Mm-hmm.
So then it ended up leading to meetings with like campus officials. So I just learned you can't paint the top part of the hydrant because that says how much water is inside.
Oh, okay.
But they gave the okay. I think the school paid for materials at that point after, and then I did a bunch more.
Wow, interesting. See that then like what I don't think I ever saw those. Were they just like solid colors or like did
they
you
would get
paint
painted
stuff
over.
on them?
It was patterns mostly, so it was similar to like the designs on the shirts behind you. But it was like proto,
So
where it was just playing.
let's get a little close up of this. This is some classic Power Pants art here. So this, I mean, to me, this looks kind of like
have that shirt.
almost like cave drawings or something. Like, is that kind of what you were going for? Like a sort of like a monster lore kind of happening?
Like futuristic, like alien hieroglyphs from
the
same universe as nuclear power pants.
Okay, and then this one is actually just this is more straightforward Power Pants art. Although I cut this one up to wear with some fishnets, so
that's what
I destroyed it a little bit.
But it looks great.
Destroy. That's okay. So all right. Was there like a lore to the band, and like what was the first discussion between you guys about starting this band? Like how did this actually happen?
Well, the band in lore, Param, one of the original singers, would be more the person to talk with about the lore. He had very specific ideas about it.
There was an original
singer? He was one of the Siamese twins in the band.
Wait, they each had their own names too?
Yeah, as we all have our own names.
Like, as I know, it was Total Man, right?
Yes, that's the combined person is Total Man.
And then what was their names individually?
Well, one half is named currently Param. So
okay, gotcha.
So there's the conjoined twin singers, and then there's the like Dayglow creatures.
And the creatures, like what's the story with them, and did they have names or were they just nameless creatures?
Generally nameless, but there was like an alpha that destroyed the guitar. That character had
Right.
spikes on their outfit, so it was like more intense. So it
Yeah,
was
I
like
have a
they had
lot
the
more
next level
pictures. I should
costume.
just keep my slideshow going here.
I have a couple. Let's see. Like
Let's see what you got first.
let's see. Here's a good one of the two
Ooh,
and the guitar player.
yeah. So I guess I should explain for the audience like the setup of this band. I mean, yes, visually we get the idea, but it was a drummer, a bass player, which was you, and you had a cool looking bass too. You know, it's kind of like all glow in the dark, kind of day glow kind of situation. There was a guy with a guitar, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there was no guitar player, but there was the guitar player, but he didn't really play the guitar. He just made noise, and his character was just eating his amp the entire show.
Yeah,
right?
I thought are we going like the character, like the true names at this point? Like
That's up to you. I mean,
Okay.
if the characters have names, I'd like to know that
Well, I
too.
mean,
But
like,
I mean,
you-
I know
you-
who the
you-
people are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
of
I love
course.
Alan's guitar
I
playing.
mean, it's not like it is listed in the CD and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
It's not
So
totally
it's like
a mystery.
known
Yeah.
qualities. So
Right. That was
Chester-
Alan.
Yeah,
right?
Chester played the guitar.
Yeah.
Rob played drums, and I played bass. And Alan Mozek had a very distinct style of guitar playing at that era.
Right. And so here's some pictures I took. So there he is. So like
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
I just want to know, like, when you guys, how did this come up in conversation, and like, how did it flow from there to be like, yeah, we're gonna have a guy who's just eating his guitar amp and making noise and stuff, you know, like this is just so bizarre. I'm just fascinated with it.
Alan was already performing that way.
Okay.
So Nuclear Power Pants was designed to be a super group of sorts.
Okay.
That combined many people that purchased together who were doing their own thing and like to make something greater than its parts. So I was already making these large cardboard costumes.
Yeah, that's
like-
another question I
like-
have.
Like
So
here's an example of one. This was from our first show.
Oh wow.
So I had a friend who was a dancer perform in
Mhm.
this while we were playing.
Right.
I believe it was Charlotte. So Alan was already in a band where he was performing that avant-garde style of like, you know, attacking his guitar and like
Mhm.
kind of surfing it too. Like I thought like it was very performative, very so interesting to watch, like really exciting.
Oh yeah, it was definitely cool. Oh, that's
Oh,
skipping ahead a
whoa.
little. That's skipping ahead a
Oh,
little
okay,
bit.
okay,
That's
cool.
yeah, we know we're gonna get there eventually. Surprise, surprise.
And then Chester had just started. He was a year younger than us.
Here
and
he is.
moved in
Right.
with
This is a different show now, I think. So
With
there he is on the
someone.
floor, and he played on the floor a lot.
Alan, yeah.
Yeah.
So Chester had just moved in and he had a guitar. So we
You
were
were
all
like,
"Oh,
we gotta
have
use
to
a
have
guitar."
Chester
Yeah.
in the band. He has a guitar. Like that's great.
And was he playing actual parts? Because like most of that was sort of noisy too, right?
I mean,
like
it was-
it was the
yeah.
bass-driven songs, really.
Absolutely, but I think like on top of it, there's just like this barrage of
Oh, that's something else.
electronics from Chester and a barrage of pure feedback from Alan that really
Yeah.
just gave it this chaotic
Well,
atmosphere.
should we
Otherworldly
watch
atmosphere.
some video and kind of
have
like
some
I
from,
have
like,
some
that era?
video. I
Okay.
have one video, and I gotta tell you this. It's like one of my biggest regrets. I actually filmed you a second time previous to this one. I think this is I think the video I have is the final show that I was talking about in this article.
Okay.
But I had actually filmed you once before, and I lost the tape. And I didn't lose the tape. I let someone borrow it to film something else on the tape, and I never got it back.
Oh wow! To this day.
And to this day, and I actually contacted that person about a couple of weeks ago in
Uh-huh.
preparation for this to see if he still had it. And he has a box of tapes from the era. I don't recognize any of them. it's possible it's unlabeled and it's still there somewhere, but oh my
Wow.
God, if I could find that, because there's such
That
a
would be
lack
exciting.
of video of this band, which is crazy because it was such a visual experience.
Yeah, and
What's up with that? Why didn't anyone film your band?
well, cell phones didn't exist yet. YouTube didn't exist yet, so it was much more difficult. And we were a blacklight band, which added another layer of recording difficulties. You really had to be
Right.
present for it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Actually, let me see. All right, I gotta find some stuff here. This is like from the last show, and I don't know, the quality is probably not very good. You guys, I wasn't a professional yet. You know, when I started videotaping shows back in high school and college, I was more of an archivist than an artist, and I've gotten a lot better since then
certainly.
of capturing things, and that's what I do semi-professionally now. But back then, it was kind of chaotic. Oh no! Well, that didn't work. I'm gonna have to pull it up on YouTube. Damn it! Well, let's keep talking while I figure that out.
Yeah.
I got some more pictures in the meantime. All right, tell me about how you made these costumes, because I imagine that was your department, right?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
very much my department. It started with the cardboard projects I was working with, but I wanted to like level it up, so we got a lot of glowing felt, or what is this we? I went to like a Joanne Fabrics with my mom,
Yeah.
and we got a bunch of green felt and neon pink felt and big things of thick foam, and I measured it out and cut it, and we worked together sewing it to make like next level big heads.
Yeah. And they glowed in the dark, right?
Well, it was just like naturally fluorescent material.
Yeah, okay. That's super cool. I mean, because it's the thing is, like, with you and also your artwork at the time, which I'll have some examples of that as well.
You have so many photos that I've never seen.
Yeah, these are all photos I took. Again, I wish I was a better photographer back then, but it does capture a little bit of a moment. This
It's
is
so funny.
definitely from the student center.
I know like younger persons in Philadelphia who take photos, and they're really interested in getting the same kind of camera, and they turn out super blurry, all the photos.
Right.
But they're like, it looks just like the early 2000s, and I'm like,
yeah.
does
I
it?
know
And,
those
like, it
cameras are like
does.
so retro now. Like kids are walking around with them, and I'm just like, we used to have those because we had nothing else that was better. And now it's like cool to have shitty stuff.
Well, it's just cool
there's a
because they're
full
not
band.
tracking you when you have shitty stuff.
That's also, yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can share this. Okay. Can we see this?
The last show.
Yeah, so
You know, last in quotes.
the last, yeah. It was for a minute. We'll skip through it a little bit. Because I'm just imagine most of this audience who's gonna watch this show like has no idea what the hell I'm talking about here. So you gotta see it. You gotta hear it. You know.
I uploaded a live recording of an earlier show on Bandcamp. That's got like great sound quality.
Really?
It really captured the chaos.
I found on Bandcamp. I didn't know, or I wasn't aware of it until the other day. There was like a Halloween. I think it might have been. Oh, I guess it wasn't this show. There was a Halloween show. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, the sound quality is not great. Oh man, the sound quality on this is not very great either. I was twitching too much. Anyways, let's kind of let this go in the background a little bit. Yeah, let's talk about recordings then, because I mean, this is obviously your best recordings, right?
Yes, I agree.
And these were like pretty primitive. Where like
I thought it was great at the time.
Yeah, at the time
like,
it was
wasn't
great.
easy to record things either. Like I might have had a 4-track at one point, but that I didn't really know how to use it at that moment. So Chester was studying
audio engineering,
like how to record bands. So he recorded it in the student center where we often performed. So that
you were in the side room. It was in the side room, right? The Winston Memorial.
That was where we practiced too. So it really captured the sound to me as I heard it as well. So it really documented that era well to me.
Yeah. No, it's a great document.
The live recording is my favorite though. That's why I put
but
that
it doesn't. Yeah, no, I did listen to that today because I didn't know it was out there, or I had forgotten
it had never been out there before. I did it. It was in that pandemic moment when people were kind of going through an archive. So
is there anything else in the archive? Is there any like demos or like other live recordings or anything of the sort?
There was another EP.
Oh, Battle Blast, yeah.
Battle Blast.
So I have that here as well.
I think those are the only recordings that exist.
Hold on, let me show my Battle Blast here. Yeah. Which is this was definitely an improvement over Battle Blast. But I have one giant problem with this. It doesn't have the hit song on it, Ben. Why does this not have My House or Your House on it?
That was a big question as well. At the moment, I would have liked that song to be on there.
Because that to me is like the big hit.
Oh yeah,
like that's like the awesome. So like who? So did you? I'm just assuming that you kind of like
the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
So like the longer I've been in bands and in music, the more it is like the closest you get to like a huge like ridiculous polyamorous relationship. Like there's so many egos that have to negotiate and agree on something.
Yeah.
So in that moment, parts of the band did not agree about having that song on it.
Really?
So it didn't make it. Yes.
That's crazy to me. That's like
I thought the same as well, but
not only my favorite Power Pants song, that's like maybe one of my favorite songs of all time. Like,
it's a great song.
I
it's a running joke
will never forget that song. It always comes back to my mind, like no matter what.
There's like moments throughout my life where like, I'll talk to somebody who knows it. It's like, is it gonna be at my house? Like
so like a song like I want to talk about some of the songs specifically. Let's talk about that one first. Like who came up with that? Like it's just so funny and weird. Like the songs, just again to explain to the audience, like they were pretty simple.
Oh, they were very fun.
Very fun, very simple. Is it gonna be at my house? Is it gonna be at your house? My house has a pool. What was it? Your parents aren't home. It was like a comparison. It was great.
Yes. So
right.
Parham was the principal songwriter at so he wrote all the lyrics.
Who did? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. So that was like we had a pretty short deadline. So the origin of the band, Parents' Weekend was coming up, and we were all in agreement to like freak out the parents. Like Parents' Weekend was not a thing that apparently, like going through the archives of like stuff I've read about it, it hadn't happened since like 88 or something. And they were bringing it back. And this was the big thing. So they were pushing it really hard. And we were like, let's freak out all the parents. And it was a great premise.
Yeah.
So super group vibes, getting like a bunch of different people who weren't necessarily the best of friends, but like all were doing things like, let's do this. Like, this will be great. And the songs came together very quickly. I think like in a week or 2 weeks, we practiced and got it together and pulled it off.
Yeah.
And it was so popular. We were asked to play the Halloween show that came up shortly after. And then we just were a band at that point.
Oh, this is when they ripped apart. Remember?
Oh yeah. The last show.
Yeah, so they became independent. Well, I mean, and they were really twins, right?
They're brothers.
They're brothers. So they weren't twins, but they were, and then they were in the same age range because they were both at the school at the same time, right?
Yeah, totally.
But that's what like really sold it, because it was like you believed that this was a two-headed monster, and like they looked the same, and that was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And they sounded sort of the same. Yeah, and okay. So like when you were writing these songs, did the group come up with like a concept of the songs, or did they come up with the lyrics independently?
Parham wrote the majority of the bass lines and the lyrics at the same time, and then everybody else kind of did their thing. Like it was very like open parameters, and in that early area of the band, my focus was specifically the look of the band.
Right.
So I specialized in like, all right, we make these costumes cool. When we did our next show that was indoors instead of outdoors, it was like getting the black lights and like making it really take on the next level. So that was my focus. But I feel like there was a huge lane for Alan Mozek to just shred on the guitar, for a very wide lane for Chester to also shred on the guitar in a very different way. Rob was very like, I think Rob's only instructions were
Hold
no
on, I'm going to
fills.
full screen you for a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm just grabbing something. I'm looking for a hard drive.
Let's see. I have
Here, entertain us for a minute. I gotta find something real quick.
Okay, so here's a photo that was taken by Susan Bell at the first show with the original cardboard costumes performing outdoors at Parents Weekend. Is there any other? Another photo from the same series.
Hello? Okay, I'm back. You can hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Great. I prepared all this stuff and then I didn't plug in the hard drive with all the stuff on it.
Ah.
Duh. Because I want to play some of the music, and I don't think I'm going to get any YouTube copyright strikes for Nuclear Power Pants, so.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, as long as it's cool with you. Because I love these songs. Like, they're fucking brilliant. I always, like, thought about, like, doing a cover album of you guys just because the songs were so cool. But, like, I don't know what the audience would be for that exactly.
Probably me. I'd be interested.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool. Great. Yeah. So I got some of the music here. Okay. Who's Bomar from Queens? Is that a real person?
Oh, again, I'm not the lyricist of the band, so I'm not the best person to ask the lyrical questions to.
Okay, gotcha.
But from what I remember, Bomar was the name of, like, the informal name for, I want to say, Melanie's grandmother.
Okay.
So it was like when there was some sort of discussion about Bomar from Queens was like grandma from Queens, I believe.
Gotcha.
And that was like the root of that song.
Because
it's also a great.
It's a little loud.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is from Battle Blast. I wanna listen to My House or Your House, just so people need to hear this song. So I'm gonna make
put on
them hear it.
the one that I linked to you just a second ago.
Yeah, you
I
think that one's
version's
better?
Great. Oh, I love it.
All right, I'll
it
put
really,
that one
because it's
on.
live, it like captures the complete chaos of the band.
Yeah, but I
It isn't
feel
quite
like
coming across.
in that chaos, the song maybe lost a little bit. But
oh, okay. So you're not a fan of that version?
I mean, I just listened to it today. I'm actually not a fan of either version. I wish it was on your other album that was recorded much better.
Maybe there's a lost version of it from the session.
Really?
That I don't know about. I'm not sure. That's a long time ago, though. So
yeah, like was there any extra stuff that you think you did? Because I mean, these things
there were other
pretty
songs,
short.
but we didn't record that much.
Yeah.
Your tape has some documents of some other songs, and then I think when Nuclear Power Pants continued after I was out of the band, some other songs were recorded.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, we'll get there as well.
Okay.
Because I do have the record.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Let-
involved with the record.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I am credited as a songwriter on one of the tracks.
Yes. Share screen live on Halloween. All right. It's definitely chaos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it just doesn't yes, it captures the live energy, but you can't hear the song as much.
I'll have
But
to hear the other version as well. I haven't heard the Battle Blast in a very long time.
here, let's check it out. I think we get the point. Yeah, I mean, these songs are really short. It's very punk rock of it, in that way. And that's got to be my favorite. It's so cool. And you're just imagining inviting this two-headed monster and his friend neon monsters to come to your house to come swim in your pool and eat your pizza and drink your soda, and you're just like, yes. Right?
In that moment, I wonder.
Yeah,
that would have been fun.
Yeah, that should have had a
we
music
were like
video.
party monsters then. So
yeah, and I gotta ask, what is the most popular awesome soda?
Oh, that's the name of it.
I know, but what is it? I mean, what?
No, I mean that's the name of the soda. Is the most popular awesome soda. That's that would be the brand.
What does that taste?
I understand it.
What would that taste like?
Great.
Where did my slideshow go? Man, this thing is all over the place today. I'm sorry, you guys. Are you not entertained? Okay, let's go back to my slideshow because I found some interesting things. And this is one of them. Ben Furgal's soda. And this might have been in your apartment or something. Do you remember this?
I do drink a lot of soda. I drink a lot of soda then.
Yeah.
That's not my handwriting.
Really?
So someone else wrote that.
That's even funnier.
I do remember an era in my apartment when there was a big roll of paper like that. I have no memory of that sign though. But
funny.
It checks out. I would have cases and cases of soda.
Sure. Yeah.
That I would just be drinking constantly.
All right, so let's bridge this into some more of your artwork because I feel like at the time you also had this monsters it was called New Monsters, I think, right?
A short-sighted name.
No, that's brilliant. It's what it is. Can you explain what you were going for with the New Monsters? Uh-oh, did he get zapped back to his home planet? We may have lost Ben Furgal. Feeling Fergalicious? Ben, I don't know what happened to you. I can sort of hear you, but you're not moving. Can you? Oh, I think you're back. What happened? Maybe. Oh boy. Ben, I'm gonna kick you out of the room and you can come back in. Does that sound good?
Okay,
Wait.
let's try it.
Oh wait, no, I think you're back.
Unless it's working.
I think it's working
Okay.
now.
I can hear
Okay.
you now and see you now.
Yeah,
Okay,
there was
great.
you like froze for like a minute. Okay.
I hope it was a good pose.
Yeah, right.
No.
So tell me a little bit about the new monsters.
That was a series I was thinking about. I mean, this is a very long time ago. It was like early college artwork where I was just imagining I guess like really I was taking a like a color class, pretty introductory, but just thinking about how like colors have a volume, if you will. And to me, I was just like, oh, I want to use the loudest colors imaginable. So I started using exclusively neons or bright colors. And similar, those paintings were they simultaneous or were they proto?
I'm
Nuclear
not
power
sure.
paintings?
I mean,
I don't remember.
It was all
Exactly.
current to me, you know.
Okay, yeah. It's funny how it mattered when I was making it, but
I mean,
I'm
in
not sure.
hindsight, it was all within the
Oh
same
yeah, it was
year
all
or
within a
two.
couple years. So of course
Yeah.
it's the same brain coming up with all
Right.
these ideas. It
So like,
coalesces
here's
together.
me with one of them.
Yeah,
How
it was
many
just
of
like
these were
taking
there?
color ideas and there might have been like 8 of them, but I don't have any real documentation of them.
Damn.
So I haven't seen this painting in probably like 20 years. So that's funny to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hello.
Does this
It was
does this
operating on a grid, kind of like pixels, but blown up very
Yeah.
large.
Definitely.
And like the idea was making not exactly like a direct reference to pixels though. Like in that moment I didn't want to do that. So that's why there's curved lines and things. It was
It's
about
very
like just
like Mario Paint almost.
yeah, it was like exploring a limited palette and seeing what would come out of that.
And do you know if this one had a name or?
Oh, it definitely had a name, but I can't recall what it was.
Yeah. I think a couple more I found. Well, this is from another independent.
Oh, whoa, that one, yeah.
Yeah, there's that guy, and there's some kind of article about you here, Ben
Oh, I should have
Furgal.
looked through and found
New Monsters feature by E.J. O'Leary.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's another one in here too. There you go. This one's called Butt Blub.
Okay.
And were these also giant paintings, or were these
they were about
independent
4
of that?
feet square. They were all consistent.
So there was some sort of documentation of it.
I guess
at some
so. I mean,
point.
you have it. I don't
Yeah.
have it, is what I mean.
That's crazy. So who like it looks so digital, like this isn't a picture of it, is it?
I'm not sure. I don't have a memory of it. They were not digitally produced. Like that technology wasn't there. So they were painted with just available paint.
I mean, they look like really good scans or like computer images, you know, like. But so these were all giant at some point. And
yeah, they were all 4 foot, like as big as in that previous photo to give a sense of the scale.
Yeah. Wow. And I think I don't know if this was in the. Yeah, go ahead.
It made sense to work like, I don't know. It just had the impact of scale is like a volume, so like there's more color that you're responding to.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if this one was part of the series, but it seems similar. It might have been a couple years later. Where is it? I found this on. Yeah, this might be a different series, but you can tell me. I found this on your old website.
Oh, whoa.
On archive.org.
Whoa, that was just a graphic I must have made for my website, or maybe I made a video with it. But like, yeah, that was what I was exploring in that moment. Like I was really excited to just learn as much as I could when I was
So here, you want a trip? Let me show you this. Here, let me clear the deck a little bit here. I hope this is fun for you.
Well, this is fascinating. Like
yeah. So
like when you see something so long ago, it like brings you right back to that moment.
Yeah.
Versus something that like you're exposed to every day, it becomes kind of more of a wallpaper. Oh, I loved this website.
So this is from the Internet Archive.
Yeah, that's the original website.
We still got a little some of the beat.
Oh, the buttons even work. That's great.
Well, they don't when you click them, it doesn't go anywhere.
Well, it was a Flash website.
Yeah,
So
Ruffle
Flash
it.
stopped existing.
Right. But we do get to see this little bit of it. I think, what did it, didn't one of them turn into like a game or something?
It was kind of like just styled after the website was like a keyboard. So as you would click things, it would make these like video game sounds.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show everyone, like, it's all, it's very like related pixels, a sort of like Atari sort of thing.
Oh, definitely like Atari more than Nintendo aesthetics.
Yeah.
Like something very like I liked the crudeness that it was like punk. It was aggressive. Like those sounds were like very raw square waves. Like they were.
Yeah. Oh no, you
like it was like a website video and let's see. Is it, oh no, it's got the spinning here. Oh, there I'm back.
Okay,
it
you're
had
back.
like that's what attracted it to me. It was like a new realm at that moment of visual aesthetics that had yet to be combined into new forms. Like what Nuclear Power Pants was kind of taking those aesthetics and applying it to punk.
Yeah, no, that's what, and I was coming out of my high school punk era, you know, like, and of course I'm fascinated with theatrical rock bands. Like I do a whole show here about Guar, and I joined Green Jelly, and when I found the Nuclear Power Pants, it was like, holy shit.
It's definitely from the same. I mean, I love Guar was one of the first concerts I saw.
Really?
Green Jello, I saw recently, but like I knew about them. Like I love those bands.
Oh, really? You saw them recently? How was that?
Oh, this would have been a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember when.
You know, I've been in that band for like
it was
18
in Philadelphia
years.
though, so it would have.
Was I there?
Did you play in the Philly show?
I've
I don't
played
know. I
some
didn't
Philly
see you,
shows.
so I don't know if you were there.
I would have been in a dinosaur
I can't
onesie.
remember which year.
Yeah, I feel like I would have seen you there.
Have a good. Was at Necktie.
Okay, I've never been there, but I know they played there. You're freezing a little bit.
Okay,
Can I kick you out of the room and see?
Like if you were there, I would have recognized you.
Yeah. Can I kick you out of the room and see if it fixes if you rejoin? Did you hear that?
Yeah, try it.
Okay, we're gonna have Ben right back. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. It's a little rough around the edges tonight, but that's kind of cool, right? Let's see if I can get this other promo up that I was looking for.
All right. Let's hope.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're back to normal. Okay, so here's another part of that era that I have a picture in front of.
Oh, that's great.
You made some kind of mural on campus?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this. And like, how did that come up?
I was very, and I still kind of am, like, just you do a thing. You don't need permission. You give yourself permission and then find out what happens, I guess.
So you did this on your own without asking anybody, or?
It took like a little bit of nudging, but it was like there was already like people had painted this wall. Just like very scrappy, sort of a couple dabs, like if nothing bigger than a person. Like it was like just kind of like silhouettes and tracings. So I think I had to like get some permission. And again, somehow I think I convinced the administration to pay for the paint.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I did. I think it was, those times were so weird. I think I remember like going with like the chief of police or something to a hardware store, and it was like really weird. And he would just buy whatever I wanted, and I was like, okay, like I need this paint and this paint and this paint, and it was like, even though it was like technically like in the school like gave it the blessing, like they didn't give it that much of a blessing. Like there was no assistance, or like I had to provide my own ladder, and it was like just me rickety going up. But like the whole point in those projects was kind of like that mural is destroyed now, And as you can see by like some of the white, it was very difficult to like sort of base brick.
Well, look, I have an article about it as well.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's what
That's
it's
actually a
fresh.
better picture, but it doesn't have me in it, so it's, you know.
You get more of a sense of scale when there's a person
Yeah,
in it.
right, exactly.
By doing that, it's almost like creating like a positive precedent, or like nudging reality or the future in a direction you want to go in. Based on your like, I feel like that's the power that like anyone can have, especially in like a time like now when it's easy to get like down about reality. Like everyone has the power to like just sort of like poke it away. So like with that project, I made it a thing that there's it had to be big to be undeniable.
Yeah.
Like and unquestionable that this is a place for murals to exist. And so it's since been painted over, but now since then, like there have been other murals, and now it's a known spot that artists make murals on, and there's like a history to it.
Right.
But, like I started that, and like that was the goal. That's in a way. Like it was not easy to like do it by myself, but like I feel like, you know, there's things that could have been like slicker, but it was again that like punk energy of like, let's go and do this, and like it'll shake things and move it.
I feel like there was some groundbreaking stuff happening, you know, on that campus at the time.
Yeah, totally.
Did you feel that energy? Because like that was part of the reason I went there to begin with. Is like I was just going there to see the music scene, anyways.
There was a great, it was a great time to be at Purchase. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So the other thing I wanted to say about our college is I believe you and your friends also had a hand in naming a whole building, right?
Tell me more. There's
a building called Fort Awesome, and that just has to have come from you guys.
I don't know if that was directly from anyone I know.
Really?
Per se. I know the building that was later named Outback's original name was Wham City.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and then that was changed.
That's definitely you guys.
Time, right? But I'm not the best person to discuss that story with. Someone like Dan Deacon would probably have more information on that than I would.
Right. Well, let's talk about Dan Deacon, because actually the next thing in my slideshow is, look, I found you guys performing together.
What am I singing?
I have no idea. Some Dan Deacon stuff, I guess.
My guess is it's Pizza Horse. No, maybe it's Totally Boner. That was I love that song. So
I don't know, but I found these pictures.
Those are great pictures. I've never seen them.
Yeah, I'm totally in my archive. That's why I love doing this show. I can like show all this stuff. Otherwise, nobody would ever.
I didn't even know you had
see.
This is fantastic.
I didn't know either. Yeah, I'm very organized, so everything's by date in my archive, and I'm just like looking through the era.
Wow, it's got to be the same time period. Because I grew facial hair as a joke one summer, so that's like.
There you go.
Gotta be this summer 2005 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Exactly when we're talking about when Nuclear Power Pants was touring.
Because
I toured with Dan.
Yeah, I think I graduated in 2006, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, speaking of Dan Deacon, I have this as well.
Right? I did the artwork for that album.
Yeah, the artwork. And for some reason, I have two of them. I don't know why.
Is the artwork different?
No, but the case is different. One's black and one's white. And I wonder if just somebody replaced it because they cracked or something.
There's
but I think it's exactly
version
the same.
With different artwork.
Really?
Just a little bit on the inside.
I'd have to
the same.
Make an inspection. I don't know. But yeah, tell me a little bit about Dan. Do you still talk to Dan Deacon?
Oh, I love Dan.
Yeah. So I gotta say, sorry, I interrupt you, but as we were saying, the Purchase music scene and art scene was so vibrant at the time. Every single band was totally unique, but also really good. Yeah. And out of all the bands that came out of Purchase, I'm kind of surprised Dan Deacon's the one that's kind of like successful and still around. He just did like a national anthem, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's
a
easier.
baseball game.
I mean, it's difficult no matter how you do it as a musician, but as a solo performer, there's no negotiation. Like
Yeah,
anything
that's
Dan
true.
wanted to do, he could do. And it's
Yeah.
and you also like you never break up if it's just you. Like you're just you're as long as you're alive, you're still have the
Right.
potential to create. So but yeah, we went on tour together. We played a lot of shows together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Here's a poster I found.
Oh yeah, I printed those.
Oh yeah, I
didn't
figured you
design
had
it, I think
something
I
to
just-
do with this.
I just printed it.
I think
this
I
was
had
a show in Baltimore we played together. Let's see what else I have around.
Nice. Yes, it's show and tell
on-
time.
Dan probably made that flyer.
Yeah.
There was at purchase like
Let's see what else I got here. Oh, here's another one. I think it's just Dan. I don't think this has anything to do with you, but
oh yeah. That's pretty good. We did for the first tour we did together, there was like I only have the artwork. I don't have the CDR anymore, but there was like a split release we did.
Oh, wow.
Just like as a demo we sent to different venues. So this had artwork that's kind of similar from that time period.
yeah, there's another one of your monsters.
that you're discussing.
See? You
Yeah.
have a little bit of documentation.
A little bit. This one was never
Yeah.
made into a painting though. This was just like
Oh,
a visual
okay.
for this.
Yeah. Reminds me of that game Snake. You know the
Oh
game
yeah, I
Snake?
can see that.
Yeah.
Definitely again like an Atari
There's another
aesthetics.
one. Dan
Oh, what's
Deacon
that
and
one?
with this one's
Oh,
got
okay,
Death
cool.
and Drew Swinburne on it.
Yeah, wow.
Let's get back to some of your stuff. This is what's this? Some kind of video art show that you guys all did. Let's see.
Is my name
Video
on there?
Art 1 and 2 Shorts Fest.
Okay, I might have made a video for that.
And your name is on here somewhere.
Okay. I think
That
I
was-
did a video. I don't have I probably have the DV tape of it. It was another flash
Yeah?
video, but by transferring it to DV, a lot of those videos still exist. Surprisingly, it was only the stuff that I backed up.
There's your name. I found it. Ben Furgal. And I could probably tell you what it is because
Wow,
I
I don't
have
have a poster for that, but I remember that event.
I collected a lot of stuff. I'm not as much of a hoarder as you think.
Oh, is it the program
I just
from the
collect,
event?
Yes, so I could tell you exactly what it was if you want to know.
I
wanna
believe it was
know.
a video for a Le Shock song.
What's that?
I'm just guessing. They were just a band I liked at the time. It
Okay.
was not anything authorized.
Right, gotcha. And
my
Chris
guess.
Hembry's in here as well.
Oh, he was just showing video as well. We were in the
Yeah.
class together.
This one's a little harder to read. Where's you? Let's see. But while I'm looking, like, did you do a lot of video art and like what's kind of like your history and documentation with that?
I'm doing more video like as a practice with Evil Sword a bit, but in that moment, one of my favorite videos I did re-unearth, but I haven't publicly put it anywhere. It was a collaboration with Dan. When we lived together in Baltimore, we made a piece of video art. I did the video and he did the music.
Okay.
And we wanted to enter Corey Archangel's Infinite Fill show that was going to be at Foxy Production. So it was a show of like black and white, like video game themed pattern artwork. And we were very excited about it. And we heard it was an open call that they'd let anybody in. So we rushed around that day and made something.
I
but
can't find your name in this. I don't know.
But we
I'm giving up.
did not make the cut for that show. But I still
okay.
have that video and it's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, you should. Oh, here, look, I got one. I found one. Dan Deacon and the Nuclear Power Pants.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that in years.
The Winston's Memorial Greetings Hall, of course,
Very
which was in
cool.
our student center. And it says, and it has pizza on it made out of the words nice.
Yeah,
which is
that
very
seems
weird.
Like Dan's
Who made
flyer
that? It's one
style
of
at the time.
Dan's, yeah, that looks like Dan's stuff. But
Yeah,
hey,
he
it's
really
got
liked
your name on
the
it.
aerial bowl, or I
Oh,
think just aerial with really tight kerning at the time.
here,
This
look.
was one of my favorites. I love this Lovecraftian monster. Let me take it out of
Oh,
here. This was
nice.
with let's see, OCDJ, Height. I don't remember any of the other bands, but I
Where was
love
that?
this.
That wasn't at
This was
school,
in New York
right?
City at some
Oh,
point.
okay. Where in New York?
The Tank Annex is the address there.
Oh,
So that was,
the Tank. Wow, I remember that place.
yeah, I probably know. It probably would have been like 2005 or 6 that we played there.
Yeah.
Because we broke up at that show.
Oh,
So that
really?
must have, like, remember the Halloween show. So this could have been like 2005, say.
Right. Yeah.
Here's like a set list I found.
Nice.
So this is like a pretty. We didn't have that many songs, so I don't know.
That was pretty much all of them. Wait, what's
Yeah,
the ones at the
basically.
bottom? Wait, what's the one at the very bottom?
House of Horses.
Okay. Yeah, that's the album I want. I just want all those songs on an album together.
With My House.
With My House and Skinny Boys and Destroy.
Oh,
those are like
Skinny
those
Boys.
are
Yeah.
yeah,
I only have that
those
live
are like
version of Skinny Boys.
yeah. Did they re-record that one at some point?
No, I don't believe so.
No, that was a cool one too. Who were the Skinny Boys?
I'm not sure.
You don't know. Yeah.
I love that song though.
But tonight you're hanging out with them. That's what the song says. Tonight
very,
we're
like,
hanging out with the Skinny
open.
Boys.
It's
Yeah.
like inviting, but also
Yeah, it
just
is
like
inviting.
manic.
But like, and then it was just a bunch of counting. I think he counts to 10 during the verses.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's just that. It's brilliant.
Mhm.
Here, look, I got some more documentation for you. Ben
Oh, wow.
Furgal, New
I like that
Monsters.
free pizza and soda is before what the event is.
September 6, 2004, and it's the New Monsters.
Wow.
So that's one of them.
That's a cool one. Yeah. You're going to have to send me
Yeah.
this stuff later.
Yeah, I'll have to scan this stuff for you. That's no
Whoa.
problem. I have a couple more, and then we can move on to something else. But I think these are so great. People need to see this artwork. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that one.
Nice.
Carpool.
Yeah, I don't know these.
And the number is only 4 digits because that.
Oh,
was a
this one was at
landline.
the. Oh yeah.
It was like a super, like that was like a purchase landline then when you only had to
Right.
dial 4 numbers.
And strangely, I can't imagine I was actually at this show because it was actually at the Knitting Factory in the city back when it was on Leonard Street.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Man, the Knitting Factory. I have some memories of that place. All right, we got this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that one.
Some ancient monster art. And then this, okay. This isn't even a flyer. This might actually be original art. You could tell me what you think this is, but it's definitely you.
Look on the back of it. Does anything bleed through?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an original drawing. then
Holy
from that
shit.
moment.
Wow. Well, I have an
Whoa,
original
cool.
art piece from you, and that's very cool.
Wow, yeah.
I don't
It
know
looks like,
how or where or
some of the
when.
neon might have faded. Like those markers weren't archival
Yeah,
or anything, but
right. You see
it
some
looks
of the
cool.
neon
Yeah.
here, and there's some like cool like
interesting.
little skulls and stuff. Like I don't know if I bought this from
Yeah.
you or how I got it, but
I have no
it's in
memory
my.
of that's cool that you have it. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
I
that-
don't have any memory of it at all. So then let's skip to like maybe 2 or 3 years later when the nuclear power plants had a reunion, right?
Okay.
Um,
I don't actually have like too much. Oh yeah, that was okay. So for
so
this,
there was, this was at the cake shop.
I broke up the band.
Right. So
to
what's the
make
story
a
with
big
that?
final show. I was like, all right, everybody's, we're in college, things are fragmenting,
Were people like
moving in different
graduating and
directions.
stuff? or-
Yeah. So I was like, let's go
Yeah.
out big. And I thought it was a great idea. It was fun. It was an occasion finally where Total Man got to, be ripped apart and have a great dramatic moment. There were some new songs that came out of it. And then fast forward those couple years later, I was having an art show at the music venue, the Cake Shop
Yeah.
in the Lower East Side.
Which I think doesn't exist anymore.
No, it
which is
hasn't
too bad.
existed for a long time.
I
unfortunately.
did.
I love that place.
I did play there once myself as well.
I worked there for a long time.
Oh, really?
Later
That
on
was a
as
cool
well.
place.
Actually, probably not that much later, really, in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of time. But it felt like a long time later. I mean, like, as
Right.
time.
Yeah, to us, I
transitioned.
mean, yeah, a year or two apart was like a huge amount of time, and
Oh,
now it's
yeah.
like nothing.
Certainly. So for that show, I was like, oh, I want to go big. We're getting the band back together, and like I made some calls, and it was a lot of fun. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I probably
got some
partied too hard
flyers
that night.
too.
Yeah, those are the cards. It was really fun.
I got a bunch. If anyone wants one, I have a small stack of them.
Oh, that's great. You got a stack.
Yeah.
So then it was just like a one and done thing for me. And
So let's wait. Halt right there. I got some pictures. So what's
cool. Yeah, I did that. I put up a wallpaper.
So what was what was this called? Wicked Warriors. This is kind of like.
Well, that at the time, particularly, this was not my longest Future Sight moment, but I thought the band was not going to happen, and a future album was going to be called Wicked Eats the Warrior. So I was like, okay, this is never going to see the light of day. I'll use it for an art show.
Right.
But was the album that came? I think the album that came out after I left.
It was called Wicked Eats the Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah, they did use that name, but it originated with the band first, and I
so
just
this
wanted
is
to like,
we'll
keep it
skip.
alive.
I mean, we'll come back to this, but here's the album.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Wicked Eats the Warrior. Anyways, back to this show. I get some of your art here, and then
yeah, it was great. And that has the Spider-Man and the Rings collage.
Yes, and so that's what's on the cover of the Dan Deacon album.
I
right?
was living with Dan at the time in Baltimore, and there was a fashion show coming up at a venue. Oh, Sonar, I want to believe it was called Club Sonar. So like I wasn't in a band at the time. So I was making collages of ideas for costumes for the fashion show, and the rocket collage I think was one of the better ones. That might have been one of the first ones I did.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
And it made a lot of sense because I was, Dan was practicing that material every day, more or less, in the house, and I was making these collages every day, and we just spent a lot of time together. So it was the same moment.
Did you name the album as well? Or
No, I did not name the
Spider-Man of
album.
the Rings. That was a Dan.
I love that title though.
Yeah, I bet you do.
We Dan and I watched all 3 Lord of the Rings in one day together.
I've still never done that.
In the room that Spider-Man of the Rings was
strap me
recorded
down.
in. It was really fun. We listened to it on headphones, so it was very like we got to hear all of Howard Shore's score.
Wow. Interesting.
My favorite part is the part that he didn't score really. That's the cave troll scene.
I've actually never seen all of them, so someone needs to strap me down and make me watch and I'm only going to do it if we watch the extended cuts. Like I want to see all of the things or nothing at all, So that's something I got to do.
It's kind of the only movie I watch.
I don't know if I'm going to do it in headphones though, but
I literally watched it last night.
Really?
Not all 3. I love Fellowship of the Rings.
That's like your comfort food movie?
Kinda. It's like I just always have it on.
And do you recommend like The Hobbit and all that stuff too? Or
no, just Lord
skip
of the Rings.
those. Okay, cool. So here's some pictures of the show. If you want to, I don't remember if there was anything special about this show other than that
the
you
sweaters,
guys were together.
The fact that Total Man has a combined sweater was really good. The show took place in December between Christmas and New Year's.
Right. Yeah. December 28th. Yeah.
2005.
2000.
Oh no, it must have been 6. Must have been 6.
Yep, 2006. And this is where I got this picture from the flyer that I used. I guess I had some low lighting camera stuff going on, and it was all. I like these little weird blurry photos.
I remember the show went rather late. So there was someone there who was taking photos, but they their camera ran out of film by that point. They were a film photographer.
Oh, so they didn't get any of the band?
They left when my band started. They were just I waited. It took too long.
Well, I got some blurry photos that look actually probably cooler than the professional ones. I like
happy
these. Like,
seeing these.
well, the ones with the full light aren't as cool, but you get a sense of it. Yeah. So then, and I love this picture because it was like that was it, and there's the heads just kind of like laying around. And so then what happened? Like the band. At what point did they kind of take the band and reform it without you? And how did that whole happen?
I was not like not involved, but like calls were made, and like it's not like unreasonable to cut out the whims of a madman who's just like, we'll reform the band. No, we're breaking up now. I call all the shots for all of you. Like, so
you don't blame them for that move.
There's a call of like, we want to do this again. And at that moment, I was not interested. Like, I had moved to New York. I was not in a band. I wasn't interested in that project so much. So I was like, you have my blessing to continue the project, but I won't be involved in it.
Okay. And did you just give them the costumes, or did they remake them, or how did that work?
No. I passed off the costumes to them so that they could have a continued life, and that was really cool for me. I would get like texts from people or something, or like messages being like, "Oh, it was a great show last night. I didn't get to talk to you," and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not on tour. I haven't left my house in weeks. Like, this is great."
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like your spirit animal is in the
like,
world now.
Yeah, like very much that band still had a lot of me in it.
Oh, absolutely.
When it traveled on, so
yeah,
I was perfectly fine with that situation.
Okay, great. And
in
check this
sense.
out. There's me at the cake shop that night. Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
And then there's you.
Oh, that's a great sweater too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So so here it is. Here's the album that they put out. Wicked Eats the Warrior. And it looks like there's more mysterious lore happening here. And like, here's the shot of the band at the time. Look, there's more of them now. There's 5 of them here, plus Total Man or whatever's going on
an
here.
Additional head.
Okay.
In this
time. I don't think I ever got to see them, but they did some interesting things. Were you a fan of what they did, or did you listen to it, or have any opinion on it?
They had my blessing to do it, so it's not really my place to. At that point, when you do that, like, it's out of your control. Like, I gave them permission to roll with it. So.
And there was at least one song you co-wrote on here, right? Destroy.
No,
did you have
Graveyard?
Graveyard, yeah, that.
Yeah. So that was like when I was
a fun song
in the band, yeah. So I wrote one of the riffs in that song.
It's another place that they're gonna go party, you guys. This band is a bunch of people who they want to party at your house. They want to party at my house. They want to party at the Graveyard.
It was a party band.
Yeah, I love that. All right, let's see what we got here. I know we're going it's been an hour and plus. I hope you're still good, because I'm having fun with this.
The nature of this format, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting all the answers I need out of this.
Okay, yeah, this is for you, really.
Yeah, this is for me, really, and I know
this is like you
watching.
wanted to, on the record, get as much information about nuclear power plants as you could from me. So
if anyone
that's really what
watching have any questions. Wow, Katie was a few months old. Well, we were being weird partying at college. What's this?
That's just a drawing I made.
Yeah, I found this on your old website archive, I think, as well.
There was
So it's just more cool art, and this guy over here.
That was a little later, but like just playing again. I like to play.
It's probably like 2007 or 8 or 9, and some skateboards that you made.
Yeah, I like that green.
Yeah, it's definitely on brand.
Yeah. I don't think I have them anymore, but
great. Okay, and then let me show this just real quick.
Where did you get those photos from? Actually, did you take them like in the moment, like when those were displayed or whatever?
No, they're from you. I found them like this week on your on archived version of your website.
Whoa. Okay.
And they were, it
so
was
it
like
must have
most
been
of the
on
pictures
website.
don't exist anymore. Yeah, and it
Uh-huh.
was like a couple of them did. So
How
yeah,
funny.
if you go to
Because I was like, I have that
archive.org.
photo. How did you get that photo?
Yeah, it was on your website.
Like that
and
was like shown once or something.
I had this brilliant idea of looking up the old website like yesterday and see if it was still there, and that's why I found the flash and everything.
Mhm.
You know what's left of it. And I'll just show this. This is a tape that they made as well that go along with the album, because cassettes are very cool. Nuclear Power Pants single. Okay. We're gonna talk about Evil Sword in a minute, but before that, was there any other? I mean, I know you had some other musical projects, maybe one-offs. You know,
to play, but like I'm very happy with Evil Sword currently. Like,
Yeah.
I like it where like that is I like bands.
Mm-hmm.
I like the collaboration, the third mind, as Burroughs would say. When there are multiple parties coming together, they can create something that neither of them expects.
There was
And that
something in my
interests me.
article I wanted to return to.
I don't want to talk too much about any like other the weird side projects so much. Okay. It was like just experimenting and playing around. Like I'm very, although I did love playing with Alan Mozek in a band, Cairo Wings.
Right, that was one of the names I was going to bring up. What was
Yeah.
Cairo Wings? I don't know if I ever saw that one.
It was just improvised noise where Alan played guitar and I used a square wave oscillator or a sine wave oscillator through a couple pedals, and it was very loud and very brutal, but it was like very improvised in the moment, and we had some costumes as well. Let's see. I must have a picture.
Was there like a concept to it?
There was a moment, I guess. Here's a photo. Now, who took this photo?
Okay.
Abby took this photo. Let's see. I'm not doing the best job holding it up.
Yeah, there's some glare on it. Hold on, let me full screen you for
Does
a
that
sec.
look pretty cool? Where can we get it off the glare?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
It's okay. So there's some more angular stuff.
So these were like mirrored triangle masks, kind of like welder masks.
You know,
like,
that does seem a little
weird
familiar now that you mention it.
Yeah, so that was like just very what was it? I mean, it was like how to describe something. So we had like harsh lighting underneath that created very large shadows. Well, it was really atmospheric. It was very fun too. So that was the first band I ended up touring with when Nuclear Power Pants had some difficulty in 2004. So that was like our first tour, and one of Dan Deacon's first tours as well. So it was a lot of fun.
When you went on tour with the Power Pants, I mean, obviously, Purchase, we were all weirdos, but what did outside audiences, how did they react to it? Or was there any like strange reactions to it?
I remember it being very positively received. It's a party band, so there's it's conducive to those kind of atmospheres, especially in that era that was very much like down to party. Like you have a 7-piece band, so it's like multiple cars of people, which is a fun atmosphere already. Like it's a huge, 2 cars, you're just rolling into town. There's a whole number of you, even if nobody shows up. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally.
And then it's music to party to. Like there's references to like, are we gonna party over and over? Or like, tonight we party,
Was there any
costumes? Like there's already this like overwhelm.
Were you influenced
it was, like, a sight to see
at all by Andrew WK?
Was I influenced? I'm trying to think back to that moment.
Because I think he had just come out like a year or two before. And he was like the party guy,
Yeah, that was in the air. Like I think everybody liked that record when it came out.
Did you know about his whole concept have you explored that at all?
I've explored that since then. I really like the lore that was built.
Yeah, that's another person I'm absolutely fascinated with.
Yeah. I
met him a couple times.
Yeah, he was around in New York when I lived there.
Yeah,
So like
he
he
was
played
doing
at
the
Cake Shop.
Santos Party House. I met him once at the Knitting Factory, the old Leonard Street Knitting Factory. So
He was one of the only people that I was starstruck when I met. I had the clipboard
yeah.
at Cake Shop and I was doing the guest list.
Okay.
And he was like, "Hi, I'm Andrew." You know, reached his hand out, and I was just like, and I just dropped the
Yeah.
clipboard everywhere. And then we looked at each other like, and then we were both on the ground like picking it
That's
up.
amazing.
But he's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Evil Sword. Tell me what is Evil Sword? How would you describe Evil Sword?
Evil Sword. How to begin?
And you've been doing this for like what, 10
like
something
15
years
now.
15 years.
This
Wow.
is like the main thing that I more or less do at this point.
Right. Yes.
How
would you introduce this to somebody? Yeah.
It's like a play, like a scary play, kind of like I've described it in the past as like Gwar meets like Grimm's fairy tales, or we describe it a lot in sculptural terms, Kate and I, where it's a carved out sound. So it's like stark, and it's like the songs are created like a block of wood that you like carve away at until it's very sparse and desolate, and then like that's where like other sounds and creatures can sort of appear. I don't know if I'm doing the best job, but it has a lot of parallels to nuclear power plants in that it's very bass driven.
Yeah.
And it's more or less just bass and drums. Like there's a huge amount of space for Kate and I to operate and play in.
Yeah, and I saw you guys recently. That's where we reconnected, and I thought it was it's a great show. Like, there's definitely some I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Choreographed moments with like dropping certain things and like making sounds by just dropping things on the floor and using that as like a soundscape, and like pots and pans and weird drums, and of course you with the bass and some intricate bass lines, I might add, right?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bass and drums, so you kind of fill up the entire string.
I get to do more since there isn't anything else, and it gives me an opportunity to play that way, where I can play very melodic and high and low. There's a lot of space to fill.
Yes, frequency is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And so like this is one of my favorite things that I've seen. What am I looking at?
This was it's a paper mache of a giant that we made for the band to go on tour. I took the photo. Kate made the paper mache head. And that's Kate on the right, and then Keith, who plays drum on the album, on the left.
Okay.
So we imagined this album as every album is more or less consistent because it's Kate and I as the principal songwriters. But for this cycle, we wanted to get like heavier. We called it like the metal album. So Keith was a full kit drummer we were hanging out with at the time and started jamming with, and we invited him to play and record for a cycle.
And
so he added like some heavier stuff to it.
Is there like, so I don't go as deep in the Evil Sword lore yet, at least, there's a lot more material there to explore. Is there
we could do that another time or something,
oh yeah, well focus. we could definitely come back, but I definitely want to brush at least the surface of it, and because I love concept bands, and would you consider it a concept band, or are there more concept albums, or like how how would you describe it like that?
There's definitely concepts in each album of like how we approach it, like what angle we want to take.
But like, are you playing like a character? Like, what's the character?
There's like mythos within the universe, so to speak.
Give me a little taste of that, because I'm interested. Yeah, like what's the mythos?
Forgotten. It's uncertain if it's like really far back or really far ahead. There's not much general knowledge, and it's a superstitious place. the band really expanded a lot after we did a play with 22 people called The
Right.
Hideous Forest in 2013. And
there's a video of that on YouTube, right? Or is that
there
something
were,
else?
I don't know if they're still around, but like there's
Okay.
many videos of us since then of like those
Right.
ideas really cemented the band for what I think of it as today. Like the DNA was like warped by like the radiation of doing a play, and it didn't change. You don't change back after an event like that. So there's been narrative elements added to every show. There's always additional actors and props.
Right, because I didn't see the whole. I mean, when I saw it was just the two of you. I guess you were traveling, so you probably couldn't bring like all the extra people.
We just finished our first UK tour, so
right. You were
we were jet lagged as well.
You were also very jet lagged for sure. Let me
so like that Evil Sword is very forgiving in the sense that like it's a psychedelic space you're in, and like for a band that has to be professional and tight to a degree and seem like a well put together human, it's a disadvantage, and it's a very struggle to have your human face on tour. But for Evil Sword, it's almost a joy. It's very forgiving that like the longer and more exhausted you get on tour, you get into a headset and you look more like you're from this like busted zombie universe.
Here, let me
like those shows are some of my favorites when we're like really like past tour point and you're like and like weird things happen.
Here, let me show Alive and Unspoiled. That's like a whole thing that you made, right? I have the trailer here
with a larger band, and we also had someone doing video.
So we can talk over this. This is like your trailer for it. Give people a little sense of what you guys are like.
Your drifting has not thrown you at the feet of danger. You're in a perfectly typical, cheerful place. You've never been as safe as you are here now with me. This isn't the hideous forest. Why there, the branches look like fingers grasping for your neck. But as you can see, these shadows hide nothing that looms silently. No eyes gleam here. Only pleasant and natural incidents befall the souls who step under the canopy of this delightful forest. What's wrong?
You definitely create like a whole universe to be explored,
Oh yes.
If I'm getting anything out of it, it's like, okay, there's something, there's just bunch of interesting stuff going on here. And like you got the background, the fence and everything, and you're just like transported somewhere else, even on like a small stage.
Yeah, that's the goal, to like to totally immerse yourself in the universe. It is very much like an art project as much as musical. Like it's a Gesamtkunstwerk, like that German word that means
I don't know what that means, but
it means like
me.
the total work of art. It's everything. It's a very large umbrella which we can operate, and Kate and I both can pursue photography. We can pursue, fashion, if you will. We can make sculptures. I can make, posters and collages and combine it all together. And it all is moving forward with one idea.
Excellent.
Without seeming like you're all over the place.
Now let's talk a little bit about the future, because you just posted this. You're going on tour.
Oh, yeah. We're about to go on tour in a couple weeks or a week.
What should let's see. Philadelphia. Oh, the Halloween, I can't make that one. Let's see.
Halloween we do something special every year. So we introduce a lot of new ideas.
What's the Halloween gonna be like this year?
Secrets aren't for telling.
Oh shit. You gotta go see it for yourself. Troy, New York. That seems like it's very upstate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make any of these shows, unfortunately.
I regret we don't play New York very often.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's a very hospitable climate for our band, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but I did
It's
get to see you that one time in New York, and that was cool.
we gave
And
it
where was
another
that? That was
try.
at Alphaville,
Yeah.
which is a cool little venue. I like that place.
Yeah, the venue was nice.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is a different question, but like what can we expect from Ben Furgal in the future? Do you have any more other art projects, or you just really focus on Evil Sword? Is there a new material, etc.?
Next year, let's see. I just showed at Space 1026. I don't know if you have a photo of this, but I did like a large floor piece for a gallery.
I can pull up the website, right?
It would be on their like Instagram probably.
Okay. Tell me what Space 1026 is.
It's a print shop gallery in Philadelphia. That's a collective model, so I'm a member and I have access to the silk screening facilities and can curate art shows there.
Nice.
Should I choose? It's a number of people are involved there.
Is this what we're looking for?
Let me see here. I'll find you just the thing.
Okay.
Those are photos of old things. So there's
Right. Is it on your website?
No, my website is horrifically out of date.
Yeah, I noticed that. This thing
I haven't updated in like 10 years for some
the,
reason.
Yeah, the front page says 2014.
Yeah. My apologies for that. I find that the Evil Sword website is fairly up to date.
Right.
It's just where my interests have taken me more in the past few
Sure.
years. Probably like
Of
around
course.
that moment I started pivoting and we started touring a lot. So Evil Sword
Yeah.
became the main focus.
All right.
Yeah, so that was a floor piece I just did this month
Gotcha.
at with my friend Zach Zeman, who also went to Purchase. So his paintings are on display.
I don't think I know him.
He's he would have graduated before you. So,
Gotcha.
or like
Apocalypse Lounge.
Yeah, we did Zach and I did a show together at the Apocalypse Lounge also about 20 years ago.
Wow.
So Zach wanted to shout it out.
Oh, okay.
That was
So that's not the
in
name
Lower
of the
East Side.
room. That's something else.
That's just what we wanted to call the split show.
Okay. And how did you make this like floor? Like how
it's hand painted.
Oh wow.
So it's a non-repeating pattern of triangles. If
That's-
ever I saw that there was a pattern forming, I would try to change direction.
Yeah.
But it's like a structured improvisation.
How long does that take you?
Oh, that took about 3 weeks to make that piece.
Yeah. And then people are just stepping all over it.
I kind of like that. That it's
Yeah.
like it's like punk. You're like
It's
immersed
sort of
in it, but it's
interactive.
also like a little bit disrespectful to it as well.
Right. Well-
But Evil Sword probably next year we'll be just doing more. Like when I say we, I mean Kate and I will be touring a lot with Evil Sword.
Nice.
We have a new record coming out in the spring, and potentially another one could be ready next year as well.
You heard it here first, and let's just get a peek at the website here, the Evil Sword. Go to evilsword.com for all the information and stuff. Oh, Quintron, right? This is the show you just did. How did that go?
Oh, it was great. I love Quintron and Miss Pussycat. They're
I don't know
one of my
much
favorites.
about that Quintron. Where's he from?
They're based in New Orleans.
Okay.
So they're
I'll have
fantastic.
to look into them.
They have a lot of parallels with my practice with Evil Sword and like Kate's practice, where it's two people that are like sculpture based, like a fully immersive world.
Oh, wow. It's
so-
a theatrical show of sorts?
Oh yes, absolutely. Miss Pussycat does a puppet show that's like
Okay.
outstanding. And Quintron is
Is Quintron and Miss
inventor-
Pussycat two separate things?
Yeah. So there's like Quintron has like a performance where he's playing the organ and Miss Pussycat is playing the maracas and they play back and forth.
Okay.
And they're very much like party music.
Nice.
And then Miss Pussycat does a outstanding puppet show. We're like they work together for that as well.
30th anniversary, huh?
Yeah, so
Wow.
they've been doing it twice as long as Evil Sword.
Yeah. Well, I think.
But very like sculptural.
Yeah.
Project, which there aren't that many. So I keep track of who's doing it, and you talk to each other.
Great. Yeah, as you should.
Yeah,
And tour together, play shows together, of course.
Yeah, certainly.
And bring it to New York. Come back to New York.
You got to get like a huge guarantee for us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I'm not the promoter. That's why I just work for promoters, because I can't deal with that.
I feel like New York is a very expensive place to play. So
yeah, totally.
It's often like we're completely independent band, so the bottom line does matter for those sort of things.
Well, I can drive to Philly, but not on Halloween. Halloween, I'm busy. Busy season for me in New York. You know, I think we did it. Is there any questions unasked? Is there any questions you want to ask yourself about?
Well, I mean, those are. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably dig some more out, but I think that was the majority of my quest for knowledge. I'm just want the world to know that I'm endlessly fascinated by the nuclear power plants, and it's one of the coolest things that I've ever seen, and had the pleasure of experiencing multiple times. You know, it's weird to think that like all this happened within a span of like 2 years, and the people who were born at that time are like 20 years old now.
I mean, like, you can change reality with music. Like, there are bands that last like decades, and that's awesome, like, for the long term. But like, a band can be short-lived and just as legendary and like excellent.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
there's no one rule or one way to do it.
For sure. I mean, the Beatles didn't even last 10 years. You know, that's crazy to think about. The original Misfits were only a couple years.
Oh, certainly. Or a band like the Screamers or something, or the Germs.
Oh, yeah, the Screamers. Wow. I think I have one of them in my documentary. Yeah, I have a Screamer in my documentary. Paul Rossler. He was also in 45 Grave and some other bands.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Well, this is super cool, man. I'm glad we got to do this. I hope the world finds out about the nuclear power plants. I think there should be a reissue box set of all your material.
I mean,
or
it's not
something.
that
I know it all fits on one CD. Trust me, I know because I've done it.
Well, maybe there's some other stuff. I'm not sure.
If we could unearth other stuff, I would be super interested because there's not that much out there, and you know. If I can find, oh my God, if I could find that tape that I filmed you guys that other time, that would be incredible. Or like,
that would be great.
Right? I guess you would know about it if you knew about it, but like nobody else really documented this band. Like it's crazy.
You might be the person who documented it the most. You have so many photos that I've never seen before, which is really,
crazy
like,
because
I be here to share that with you.
Well, I'm glad to have been a part of it, and I wrote articles about you in the school newspaper and all this crap. You know, I was a fan, and even back then I wanted the world to know about it, apparently. So at least I'm consistent, if nothing else. Cool. Well, let me
like seeing the t-shirts as well.
Yeah, the t-shirts are great. You should reissue those. You know, do you even like,
I mean,
how I guess you could like kind of scan this and kind of recreate the artwork or something, you know.
Certainly. I know how it was made, but
right.
I'm wearing this is a very
what are you
neon
wearing?
Shirt, like a neon sweater from that time period that I still have.
So did you like screen print these yourself?
I didn't screen print those. I don't know who made those shirts.
Okay.
I have no memory of who did it, but it wasn't me.
Right. Gotcha.
But I always loved this shirt. It's just like pure. It doesn't reflect, like, neons don't translate digitally at all, which is part of the magic of seeing it live in the moment. Like, it just glows.
Right.
This shirt I let,
which is funny because Evil Sword is kind of like more muted, it seems like, right? You're more of like a grayscale sort of. Yeah.
That's how I
Okay.
say it. Where like nuclear power pants was the sci-fi version of my interests, and like Evil Sword is the fantasy version of my
Right.
interests.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cool.
So if you watch Lord of the Rings a lot, you get more of a like Grisaille palette.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to pick a day and figure it out. Somebody's got to join me in this adventure, though. I'm not doing it by myself. And did we lose him at the very end?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no, you're frozen, but you're in a very cool pose. At least. Well, let's see if you can come back. But let me promote some things on my own. I swear to God, I'm working on some new music, Pop Perversion. That's going to be the project. Go follow me, and eventually you're going to be surprised because it's going to hit you in the face like a rock and roll juggernaut. Of course, also go to vonesper.bandcamp.com. Look at these. There's neonish colors in here. I guess it's not as bright, but each one of these is hand drawn by me, so at least you get a nice coaster, hand drawn. And if you don't, there's music on the CD too. You can put it in your CD player and listen to it, or you could just look at it, and it's pretty cool. You should buy one, or at least just check out the album. It's a third of a trilogy. What else do I have to promote? There is, of course, the documentary. You guys, I've been working on this daily. I think I have a rough cut. I've been saying this every show probably for like about a year, but I think this weekend or next weekend I will actually have a rough cut of my documentary, The Life and Slimes of Dookie Fly Swatter and Haunted Garage. And then, of course, I'll take it from there. And hey, if you like theatrical rock bands and you want to check out my show, The Guar Pod, this is just came together today, so you're the first to hear about it. Roger Gastman will be on the Guar Pod. He just did the retrospective Beyond the Streets art gallery that is running until early November. And let's see if Ben comes back. He's spinning.
Oh.
He's also the You have returned. Yes. I'm peddling my wares in your absence. Yeah. This is the Guar Pod. I was saying this guy just did a retrospective art gallery for Guar, who is actually 40 years old this year. If you're ever going to go see Guar on tour this year with the Dwarves and Helmet. And if you're in certain regions this week with Savage Master, my friends Savage Master, they have big swords, which is very cool. And then this one, we're going to do a tribute to a recently fallen scumdog, Mike Delaney. I got some exclusive interviews with him that nobody's ever seen before, so check that out. And you have been watching the VonPod with my guest Ben Furgal and this very cool unearthed photograph. Yeah, I can send you all this stuff if you want.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, that was the best of it. There's a couple more photos that were just ass.
I want it all.
But yeah, absolutely. It's so just the documentation is so limited. It's crazy to think that I have like the most stuff and I'm like the one seeking out more stuff, because I don't.
Person can nudge reality though.
Yes, well, I am here to create my own reality, and I think you are here to do the same. Do you have any last words about creating your own reality, and any maybe pointers on how to do that, or how it's worked out for you? Is that too big of a question?
If you make your own tools, you will, even if you try to sound like someone else, you could only sound like yourself. So
yeah,
make your own tools, and that will change. I value originality more than anything. I think that's kind of the highest priority, is like to do something that hasn't been done before. And sometimes that's my advice. Make your own stuff, make your own instruments, build your own costumes, see what happens.
Yeah, I agree 110%. And you may find yourself with something. That's the thing about nuclear power plants. It's so original, and there's nothing else like it out there, musically, visually, and especially the combination of that. And that's why I think for 20 years it's endlessly fascinated me. Even though I have all the answers, it's still like wrapped in a mystery to me.
For more.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm searching for things that may not even have an answer, but I think the quest for knowledge is part of the fun of the whole thing. Okay, I'm ranting now. I think this show is run its course. Ben, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Kevin. It was a pleasure.
And go check out Evil Sword, everybody, and like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Help me fight the algorithm. And speaking of Andrew WK, he's the influence for my my closing song here. And here's my parody of Andrew WK. Okay, goodbye.
Like, share, subscribe.